It's streaming. It says stream starting soon.
Okay, now they're all going to start over here. All right, let's see if we can't get this game working this time. Scum. Let's give this another try, shall we? Let's find a basic server. I'd like to have a lot of people on it. You're a rush. US East. Sounds like a good one. Let us. I still don't understand why their options are not on yet, but it seems like it's still a game of work in progress.
Yeah.
For $20, you can't really complain too much. Let's give it a flashy name. I'll come up with a villainous name later. 5 dexterity is too high because they don't give you enough skills to. So they only give you stealth. I mean, a lot of these are shaded out: driving, motorcycling, piloting, sailing. I mean, they're all blocked out. So again, I don't think their game is fully developed. The stealth, see, it only maximizes at 6. The game's pretty simple. You know, strength, constitution, dexterity, intelligence. You can determine the age, which will determine bonuses that you get for these, and then the size of your character. Since I've kind of already played a little bit already, I know where I want to be. I want my dexterity to be lower. Put everything else higher. Each one of these will double when you go to the next section, plus whatever your age bonus is. I choose 35 because it's set pretty much, gives you everything except for intelligence. Okay, that guy's too hefty. I don't want to be that fat. I want to have at least 3 in dexterity so that I can max out my stealth. I think that's the best one I'm going to get. Maybe 60 constitution. That's not enough. Yeah, your constitution good. The system is really weird. It as you take away from intelligence, your strength and your constitution stuff goes up. 2-5 is silly. Well, you know what? Let's just do it the easy way. I need 3 in this. Come on. Can you even hear me on that?
I hear you fine.
Okay. So what do I need to turn down? My own volume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe the game volume because I sent you a message and you didn't even see it or hear it.
This right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear anything. What's going on? Didn't hear it again, see? Appearance and notifications. Try it again. Come in.
You have callus on your feet, right?
Me?
Yes.
That's something I really don't want to strain, but sure, yeah.
Sorry.
Would you please send it again? It didn't do it again.
Notify about new message. Click back.
Where?
I forgot to go through and help set this. No.
Okay.
Whichever one.
That's a little too low.
I did the bell. The clock chime, I believe, is what I did.
I might have to do that. I thought the dice would be cool, but let's try this one.
Little
It's too long, yeah.
Bling.
No. Because the game has the same thing in it. When you're hungry or when you have to urinate. Nope, too low. Put some of the softest things in there, don't they? Too long. Maybe if I could get it louder.
Well, do that one. If it does it, then just kind of look and make sure that it's not a message.
That's too long. I'll just use a pen. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, try it. Alrighty, I can hear that.
Okay.
Now back to creating the character. Let's put some tattoos on him. I like the goth boy. The other one looks kind of Samoan, yeah. Problem is all you see is the back of the head of his characters. Like I said, a lot of them are blanked out. Skin color, gender, flaws. I can't wait till they fill these in because supposedly when you start the game, you're supposed to be able to choose 3 pieces of gear that you want to use to begin the game. But some of that has been colored out because you haven't. There's 5.
Alright, I'm gonna say you're doing good.
As long as they can hear me.
Yeah, it's got the normal lag that it's supposed to. I'm gonna go play my games.
Why did you put it over there for? You're really agitating me.
I'm gonna leave my character in there for you.
Huh?
I'm gonna leave the tablet running.
Oh, okay.
So it'll say you have 1 viewer.
3, 1. I need that to be that. Do the elbow thing too many times. I keep getting out of the camera frame. Strength is almost maxed. I'm putting it at 9. 214. Let's check. Strength is 9. Truthfully, when it comes to running, you're gonna, I'll go back. When it comes to running, Stealth can max out at 6. So if you have a dexterity of 3, you'll have 6 points, skill points to distribute. You max it out. So as long as you leave that at 3, you're good. All of these down here, I really haven't found anything special for those. So I think I'm going to drop it a little bit. 1 point. No, it says that. Considered 5.8. If you put your awareness up too high, you can hear those zombies, or what you would call a zombie. It's actually a puppet. You can hear the puppets like further than you can see them. So I'm not gonna put them up. I'm not gonna put that up to max. Medium is fine. I like to use sniper rifles and things of that nature, so I'll put everything in basic so far, just to get a feel of what. Let's see how much points is. Ooh, okay. I don't know, camouflage, I think I'm going to get basic in this one for sure. I'd rather have less in camouflage than that. I found that I'm really good with the melee weapons. I always end up with one right off the bat. So I want that to be high. Rifles to be high. The more you use things in the game, the more you, the better you get with them, the more proficient you become with them. So, like running, you don't really have to put full-on skill into running, because as you run, it's going to level up and go. So you want one thing, in each section to be maxed out as close as possible. Like I said, I didn't max out alertness and, awareness and the intelligence skills because, like I said, if you have it up too high, you can have a zombie or one of the puppets beyond your visual range, and it'll sound like it's right next to you. So that might be something they need to fix. I only have a few minor quiffs about this game. Complaints, that is. One is that alertness thing, awareness thing, how aware you are of your environment. The sound, you can't. There's no depth perception to it. And then in game, let's see here. Let's go ahead and finish this up before I start talking about in game. Right now, like I said, I enjoy this. Here is really detailed, except for the fact that they haven't put in the extra. I mean, there's a whole bunch of skills on down the bar. Like picking locks, throwing, climbing, sailing, piloting, etc., etc. Over here you got programming, electronics, and demolitions, and cooking, and medical, etc., etc. But even though they're grayed out here, they're not grayed out in the game. So as you gain, for example, the medical, as you're bandaging yourself or taking medicine, or that goes up gradually. So, like I said, they're grayed out here, but they're not grayed out in the game. Okay, I believe we've got all my points spent. I just got to come up with a name. Looks like he's going to be a little chubby, but all you have to do is not eat the game, and your character actually changes shapes and sizes and things. And as far as I can tell, I've only played this twice, just enough to kind of get a feel of the game before I come on stream to let people know about it. Let's call him up as. Alright. Here's another quorum I have with the game. Is okay, so you have your alias, and all the aliases are the same. All the crimes are the same. They haven't put the randomness in it. It's very much like Conan Exiles, where it was supposed to, your crimes were supposed to all vary. And I think your aliases, I think you should be able to do something with that, but I didn't see anywhere to do that. All of these pretty much, I'm always got brown eyes, black hair, and the flaw is always smoking. So, again, like I said, if they see my stream, which is probably highly doubtful, that's the problem I see with that. They haven't implemented that yet either. So let's click OK and enter, and boom, they drop you from an airplane, though you don't see it. They seem to skip that part. You're on your feet. All right, I guess I should get comfortable for the game. All right. The controls are pretty simple. Once you're in game, the mouse moves you around. A, D, S, W. If you want to dodge your head over to the right, it's E, and over to the left, it's Q. Z doesn't do anything. X puts you on the ground where you can crawl, la la la. And then C will bring you into a crouching position, which you can sneak up on people. Go back to laying down. Your mouse wheel controls the speed in which you move, but if you scroll it from this point, it'll pick you up off the ground and put you at maximum speed. So once you hit the button, you'll be running right off the bat. You control your speed by the mouse wheel. So as you're running, if you scroll back towards you, you'll just slow down, speed up to your maximum speed. Scrolling up. Let's see, jump is space, of course. Then you go into inventory, you don't have anything. Then you have your crafting. Very interesting mechanic, metabolics, or the metabolism. Tells you all the vitamins you need, the minerals you need, if your stomach's full, whether it needs you to urinate or have a bowel movement, how full your intestines is, how full your stomach is. These are all things up here. You also need water, protein, carbs. This is how much intake you need. This is how much you're using, etc., etc. Each one of these will tell you the skills. As you can see, boxing is 0. Melee weapons already at 50% into the next level. Each one of these will go up to 100%. Boom, then we'll level up and we'll move on to the next level. So like endurance is at 0, but my running's already moved up by 4. And as you run, it will go up to 5, 6. So as you run, this is the leveling up. So I've got a crappy run. I run like a monkey, like a dumb ape. Stealth is up there. It's already, when you crouch, you're stealthing. I won't do that with this menu up. But and then intelligence, these are all the ones you can have. And see, as you can see, medical and all the rest are there, except for like the heavy hitters, computer programming and things of that nature. So cooking, which so far I haven't really figured out how to cook yet. So so put it back on strength. Down here, this is your health. There are certain side effects that happen to you, such as you can get sick, which you'll need antibiotics. You will take damage, physical damage. You'll need to bandage yourself up, etc., etc. There's a whole bunch of different things that can happen. You even count the number of teeth that get knocked out of your head. Uh, your body temperature, height, weight, blah, blah, blah. These are all motor functions, each one of these is controlled by the number keys. Okay. And then you have your events, which these are all the players that are online in the server, which so far I have not had good experiences with that. The B button allows you to speak, and whoever's around can hear you. It's a proximity chat. So if they're on another part of the map, for example, if they're in like B2, they can't hear you. They can only hear you if they're in your proximity. I will say that that's another pet peeve of mine is you die a lot in this game. You die a lot. Don't get used to what you have on you. Unless you're a very, very cautious person, you're gonna die. I mean, you're gonna have to be very cautious. You're gonna have to avoid every player on the map. You'd have to avoid every dangerous situation in here, and still, a robot might pop out of nowhere and pop you in the skull. I mean, they are in designated areas. They're in mostly in military zones, which I found a lot of those just by stumbling on them. They don't even look very, very big on the map, and all of a sudden you've got this fenced off area and a military base, et cetera, et cetera. The red zones in the areas such as like where I'm pointing, you see my blue arrow there in B3 in the bottom left-hand corner. You can see a couple orange areas around the roads. Those are buildings. Those are all buildings. There's no people. That's just buildings and active areas where you can scavenge. So let's begin on that. I keep hitting the wrong button, guys. Sorry. All right. So, perfect example. All right. First off, you search, and there was nothing on that one. So we'll come over here and search in this one. 9 times out of 10, it's 1 and 2. Yeah, it's usually, to me it seems like 50% chance when you're searching for when you're searching, just plain out, except for in buildings. Now that it's like 1 in 10. It seems like either a lot of people have been. I'm going to eat this to keep my health up. That's something else about this game. Your health is not determined by what you eat. If you eat, it's not going to raise your health back up. Your health just gradually goes back up because of natural. When you hear that, if you hear that, just a minute, there he is. This is the camera that follows you around, and from time to time, it'll just drop this close to you to get a close-up. Why? I have no idea. But you'll hear it in buildings, everywhere. Everywhere you go, this thing will drop out of nowhere, and there he is. Yeah, so very interesting. And it just takes off as quickly as he appears. Now you can see from here with my little white dot, you can see there's a building there, and there's a few over there in the distance. I have my settings down on low so that I can stream this and not have too much lag, so that, well, I don't get killed a lot, and don't watch. Basically, there are still a lot of flaws. If you look at the characters on sleeves, they need to be fixed. I mean, there's a lot of little glitches that haven't been fixed yet. But again, like I said, this is only a little $20 game. I consider it like more of a early access, I guess you could call it, not an actual early access to the game. But it's I guess what I should do is what I normally do instead of just running straight at it. From time to time, you'll see areas on the ground where it says search for stones. Doing that will allow you to craft things. It took me a moment to figure out how things work. in here. Now, I must admit, I did cheat a little bit. I did watch other people's streams. There it is. Search for rocks. I did watch a little bit of their streaming, and while they were making their own screw ups, I learned from them. Now, it looks like I didn't pick anything up, but you hit tab, and there's 2 rocks over there on the ground. So I search for my rocks, and they're still on the ground. I go to crafting, and I can craft a stone knife. Crafting a stone knife. Alright, so I have a stone knife, and it's still on the ground. If I don't go back to my inventory and pick it up, I leave it. It's kind of a pet peeve, but it's kind of realistic too, so I'm not going to complain too much, except for the fact that I have many a time just ran off without it. Now I'm going to look for a bush, and it'll say cut. Now it won't say anything, it'll just put a hand up if you don't have a knife. And I pulled my knife out of my pocket, start cutting, and this will allow me to have some sticks for crafting. Again, they're on the ground, and what I'm looking for is a long wooden stick. And these are all small, those won't do. So I go to crafting, and now I got a long wooden stick. I can take the knife and make me a spear. Then you can put it in your holster. You can put 2 of these in your holster. That put them on your back. And then you have 1 thing in your hands if you don't have enough room. As you can see, I only have 2 spaces for pockets, and everything is different sizes. So you can't put a small stick in your pocket. Okay, it's just too big. Alright, so now that I have me a weapon to defend myself, I'm going to go into this house here and hope I can find some other goodies like backpacks and better clothes than these. Looks like somebody's already been here, because all the buildings, when they start, their doors are closed. Okay, and you just search systematically. Now, I just recently found out how to make bullets, so not that I've started the game before, I just, in the crafting, I now realize all it takes is these parts over here, so I'm paying more attention to the crafting aspect of it so that I can survive. I have found many a bullet and many a gun, but never really in the same combination. I went into one military base and found multitudes of bullets. There's just bullets everywhere. Not a single gun to be found. When I did find the gun that I've been searching for, none of the bullets matched. So all of them are based on caliber, and pretty much just like any other gun. You know, you have your calibers of bullets and guns. All right, so now we got some clothes. Now the thing I love about this game so far is this one thing right here. Now see, I have the jacket. It put it on. It put it up here, showing that this is on top of that. Always unequip your stuff. Okay, so now that one is on, but it's not. Doesn't give you anything. It's just a cotton shirt underneath your inmate shirt, or over your inmate shirt. If I take the jacket off, you can see the pink shirt is over the inmate jacket. Okay, so I'll put this on, and that'll help camouflage me a bit on that end. Also gives me 2 more pockets. Let me look at the crafting stuff. I don't really think there's anything that I want to craft that requires wire. Yeah, see, most of it's rope and stones. No, excuse me. Oh, well, okay. What is this? Stone knife. Well, when it says stone knife, that's the basic bare minimum of what you need. You can use any knife but they put that in there, and that's great. That's fine by me, as long as any knife will do. So as long as I have the stone knife, which it shows here that I have the stone knife in my inventory, it highlights it in red. You find these little pieces here, and you can make a metal spear. Wooden sword, really? Metal sword. If I'd have known that. Like I said, I come in here and I start looking at these things and go, why didn't I pay more attention to this stuff? I was more just trying to search around and feel the game out. Let me put that back in. Medicine cabinets usually hold medicine. These are antibiotics. Definitely want those because if you get sick, when it comes down here and it says sickness and it says, it'll tell you if it's physical or if you're just plain ill. What you need?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Come on in.
No, I'll play mine. I've got it situated.
I mean, as long as you're streaming me or whatever.
Yeah.
You're the only one on. So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so far so good, I think. I don't think you've been listening, so.
No, I've been upstairs, but I did have Aeon watch.
Oh.
She ain't able to watch live video, but she was able to watch what you'd already videoed.
I haven't stopped it to start it up again.
You didn't have to. It showed her
Okay,
first 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I guess because she's a minor or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I didn't put it. It's an adult thing.
No, but it's not letting her watch any live videos though.
Okay. Hey, well, never mind. It's all right.
What?
I was thinking if she really wanted to listen in, she could do it on your tablet.
She's playing Roblox with Jaden.
All right. Well, I'm going back to this.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Well, the wife had to let me know it was working. Okay, nothing in there. I don't think my AC is running. I think she needs to turn it on. So, just a moment. Maria! All right. I can't get up. Can you turn the AC down so it's not so hot in here?
I just turned it on.
What is it at?
65.
Put it down to 60, please. I mean, I'm right up against these two screens. So.
You're freezing me out, man.
You got a blanket. Anyway, usually I keep the door closed like this so that the zombie, or keep calling them zombies, they're puppets. If you notice, there's a thing strapped to the back of my head. That's every inmate has that, and when you die, your body, the inmate's body gets back up and goes around trying to kill people. Here's a major pet peeve of mine. Okay, as you can see, I'm in B3 here, searching around. Now, if I was to die, drop dead right now, it would throw me all the way to B1 or D1, somewhere on the opposite side of the map. Now, the only reason I could think of for them to do that and not have you where you go back and get your stuff off your body is the fact that your own body gets back up and starts being a puppet zombie. If that's true, then I understand it, and it's actually kind of awesome. So that would be pretty neat if your body got up and started, hunting other players. So, but like I said, I usually close these doors, but since I can't hear the zombie, there's no zombies around to hear, I don't worry about it. I leave them open, actually, so that I know I've searched that house or that place. It'd be neat if they let you search. Oh, look, I found a shovel. It would be pretty interesting if they would let you search the hay bales. I think that would be neat. I mean, if I was going to hide something, then that would definitely be a place I'd hide stuff. But that's because I'm an old Southern boy and know that you can hide some pretty good stuff inside a. Oh look, found another small spade. They don't have any use to me right now. You know, growing up, that's what we did. Is we would hide things in the hay, among other things. But I mean, they have them everywhere. You think, hey, maybe you want to think about that. All right, metal is a way to make bullets. So a little scrap metal there. I really need a backpack of some sort. All right. Haven't gone upstairs yet. And I don't see or hear any puppets. But I'm pretty sure somebody has been here before me and has looted this place. Oh, maybe not so bad, but is that what that is? That's a tracksuit top. I think I'll go with black instead because it's more stealthy. Well, you can see the hat is really white in the picture. It's not going to ever be the same as that. So those are plastic scissors. These are scissors. So just leave that in there for the next person to come along. Refrigerator's already open. There's a stove. There you go. You want to search that, and that's a group. See, over there on the over by the body where your health, your stamina, your energy, and your hydration. Usually places to search are connected, like this in here is connected to that one there as one piece, and then sometimes it's not. And the way to tell is if it jumps. Goody. Again, like I said before, I don't want that. Bullets everywhere. Bullets. But now that I've equipped the little fanny pack, now I can put the bullet and pick up the bullets. I see I got shotgun shells, but no shotgun. What good it does me, I don't know, but hey, maybe I'll find a shotgun. I found one at one time, but my hands were so full I couldn't climb up and down the ladder. I love these balcony areas. Man, I have shot many a puppet right off this thing. There should be a bathroom up here, you'd think. Alright, let's see here. You can jump off the balcony, it won't do any damage to you. It's just why. Okay. Been all through that. Sorry about that. I gnat flew in my face. I've moved from Texas up to Indiana, and I've noticed a difference, not only in weather, but in the type of insects that actually bother you. Up here it's gnats, and down there it was mostly big old houseflies. And usually the houseflies weren't dumb enough to get right up in your face. And the weather, I love the weather up here much more than I did in East Texas where I lived. It's always humid in East Texas, so for an asthmatic such as myself, see right here is just a raincoat just laying there. If you just push F, boom, now I have a raincoat on. Yellow probably isn't the best color, but it's still free stuff and 2 more pockets. And you always want more pockets. I haven't gotten to the point where you build a base yet and how that works, but I will say that, yeah, pockets. More searching. What do I need a kitchen board for? Nothing. Again, and it snows up here. East Texas doesn't snow very much. When it does, it's kind of a dirty, slushy snow. And it's not as fun as having 2 or 3 feet of snow for your kids to go out and play in. I can tell you now that you don't even have to put your cursor on any of the ones with their drawers open. You can pretty much see this has all its drawers closed. Same here. This is open, so you're pretty much there's nowhere to search. And if you've already searched an area, it just says no item found. Open on the spots where your hit location is. Which, by the way, the more damage you take, your little muscle man over there will highlight. It'll go from yellow to red, and so on and so forth. Okay, I need that lead plate. That's pretty much the gist of it. Just trying to stay alive in this television show for prison inmates. The thing I think is interesting about it is the way they've designed the political climate. You can go to prison for bullying somebody on the internet, so it's really really easy to get into prison. So the story is it's better told on YouTube than by me. My camera looks like it's a little off, doesn't it? Let's turn it down just a little bit. There we go. That's a lot better. But anyway, the storyline's told much better on the internet, on YouTube, than by me. I kind of just brush over that kind of thing. From time to time, your metabolics is what I'm going to call it. Your bladder will fill up. You'll have to go to the restroom. When that happens, I'll show you what that entails. It's quite humorous to me, anyway. Did I go in there? I don't think I did. I do like their hurdle. What is in there? If these two equal the maximum number on the container, then you can merge the two together. This here is charcoal. That's for poison and painkillers. Well, I don't need to tell you what that does. I have, like I said, I have the graphics a little low, so if anybody has any complaints, just let me know. I'll jack them up. I can go all the way to 4K on this. I just, like I said, I don't want it to lag for anybody. Definitely not for me. I hate dying from a lag. Okay, I guess I didn't go in here yet. Oh, metal. Magnifying glass, which I don't know what I need that for, but I will take it. Go ahead and fill up my pocket with metal. If I can find a toolbox, I can make bullets, which right now is kind of stupid. But you'd be surprised where you find a gun in this game. I have no idea what that. Write my thoughts down. I don't. That must be for like recipes or something. I already have 20 of 20 of that, so I'll leave that in there. Well, to be honest, truthfully, some of the things that you find in here boggles my mind. Why is it there? You know, there's a candle which I if they're keeping time. I still haven't found a use for a candle. The search distance is you think it's unnecessary, but more scrap metal. These actually come pretty easy, so. You definitely need the distance on the search deal. Just for a simple fact that when the big robots are coming at you, sometimes you can reach across a door and search where they can't shoot you again. I'm going to tell you something. 1, 2 bullets, even with Kevlar, military helmet, and I was decked out, and 2 shots I'm dead. I mean, not dead, but blowed to pieces. So, definitely an adult game. Did I already search that one? I think I did. Oh, yes, I did. That's what I was trying to find out. What? Is that? No. Ooh, barbed wire. Not bad. No. Never even thought about that. I can go Negan on that one. Do a whole Walking Dead thing. Barbed wire baseball bat. Well, I guess I don't know what the nuts and bolts are for. Yeah. All this stuff down here, 90% of it requires do I even have that? I don't have that. If it's in yellow, you have part of it. If it's in red, you don't have any of it. If it's in gray, I don't know why it's in that one's in gray. If it's in full gray, no stripes, you can craft it. I'm not really sure what the gray stripe behind it means. Maybe it's because I have everything but maybe one ingredient. There's bandages. Now those robots are vicious, man. You can't. I have never seen anyone take one down before. I came out of there, so this whole area has been searched. So from searching that, that's that. I will say, don't skip any building. Don't skip any of them. Even if you see a pile of trash, because you never know what's in it. I don't know if it's random or if it's not. I don't know. I've never seen anything on the developer saying the search pieces are random. I will say that one of my pet peeves on this game is the fact that all the buildings look a lot alike. Even the stuff that you're, if you notice, when I went to the other area, I still want to know what I saw something that I wanted to build. It had those, but I think it was something like this. There's wrong. See, these are all stew ingredients. But again, my major pet peeve is then all the buildings are pretty much the same. Okay, so there's that shirt, common jersey. No. You definitely want to read what they say because they'll give you hints on how much better they would be for you to use. And like a regular jersey isn't going to do you any good. You know, I might not like a lot of bullets with the 20 lead plate that I have, but I haven't got any way to make them anyway, so there's that. You know what? There we go. We'll do that real quick. Let's see if we can do this. It's still kind of weird that the tab is the strike for it. But right here, we're gonna, you can cut them into rags instead of equipting it. And so it's usually a good thing. Now I have 3 of those, yes, but I need some rope. I already have a knife, and that's good too, right? So I need 3 of these. So let's cut these into rag strips. Now the reason why I'm cutting this in rags into strips is it gives me a whole bunch of them. I come over here, and the rope that I need, I will craft. Even though it's improvised rope, it still will work. I mean, they show it in a bundle. Where is it? So I'll make me an improvised backpack. But see, as you notice, it will switch the stuff that you need because before the other icon was a rope bundled up. All right, so I have everything I need to make an improvised backpack. Another suggestion I have if you're going to play this game is kill the zombies, kill the puppets. You might take a beating, but if you kill them, you not only get, then a lot of people will probably criticize me on this one, but you not only get the clothes off their bodies, which usually are pretty decent, not the greatest in the world, but you chop them up into meat and you eat them. It keeps you from starving to death in this game. I mean, there we go. That's not bad for improvised. All right, well now I can carry more stuff. I have a little improvised bag. Well, now I can open this up and put stuff in. Let's put these materials in there so I can have some room. I'll go ahead and do that. And this. And this. Oh, I didn't know I had 2 of these. Put that in my coat. Put this in here. This will give me some space. I can't wait to get some better pants. But yeah, killing the puppets are. If you hear one, kill one. Just make sure you don't get overwhelmed. I already went that away. All right. Like I said, this game is brutal, and they're not going to let you. Off the hook. Everything is out to kill you, and it is a pain. Oh, sunflower seeds, yes. It is a pain to. Can I? No. See, that's too big for anything. So got to leave that. Plus, I have yet to be able to build any kind of campfire. You need oil, and I have yet to find oil in many times in the 2 times that I played this game. Of course, the 2 times I played this game, I played for like 5 hours apiece, so I got a good handle on some things, but not on all of them. Okay, nothing was in there. Now back to killing the puppets. It's definitely something to consider. And like I said before, I was like, I might get criticized for being a cannibal in the game, but I ain't dying. I'm not going to die for And nobody, if I have to eat a person, I have to eat a person. And the thing that's funny is the animals in this game are all skittish. I mean, maybe not a bear. I haven't run across a bear yet, but I've run across a couple of boars, and I will tell you that they are skittish. And they'll take off from you. And they won't. It's not like any wild boar I've ever seen. You encroach on too many wild boars, you'll realize that they don't run away. They'll hurt you. Done a little boar hunting in my day, and I will tell you that they don't run away unless they've already experienced something. Oh yes, yeah. We'll get rid of this. Let's get rid of that little shovel thing. I got a small axe. Put that in my hand. Okay, and then we got a pickaxe, which we will put here. That right there will mangle a zombie. And we'll put these pills in here. Aspirin. All right, treat pain, fever, and inflammation. Okay, how are we doing metabolically anyway? Starvation. Oh crap. Okay, speaking of which, as you can see, I'm already taking damage. I'm not taking damage yet, but I'm already going down in the area of food. Again, stomach's almost empty. I have, nothing. I have no water. I have no food to increase that. This here tells you this is what my intake is. This is how much I've consumed, those little nuts and berries so far that I've eaten, and this is how much I need to keep from being hungry. And so over here, when it says sickness, I'm starving. I'm hungry, but it's only at phase 0, so it's not so bad that I need to go out and kill something right now to eat. Eats the meats so tasty sweets. What do we got here? No hippie shirt, if you please. Alright, there's that. Alright. Another hippie shirt. Oh no, that's not another one. That's something else too. Sometimes if you're just curious if there's something in the room, if you'll hit this inventory thing, it'll tell you if there's anything within a certain area of you just laying around. I don't think because I have I already have some. Forget it. That's something else too. Let's see. That's too big for that. Let's see here. So take this out of there. Take this out of there. A little gunpowder in my bridges. And okay. That axe is a little long in the tooth. What I'm trying to debate here is that, well, let's see if something else comes up that I want to carry. You can only carry so much, and anytime that you do any action, it will drop whatever's in your hand or put it in a. Okay, I now have a knife. Oops. Okay, it's a keeper. So I can get rid of this stone knife. Don't need it. I'll eat the sunflower seeds and show you. See how the stomach is filling. Some of the things that you need here are going up. Now I need more water. And I didn't rightly get up to the 760, I think that says calories that I need to do what I need to do. Oh, there's food in the stove. See, now as soon as I open something or ate something, it drops my axe. Now I will say that I need my axe more than I need a pick. And that's something else too. If you You can place this anywhere where it's green like that. Place any item anywhere. And then I would rather be swagging and keep picking up the pickaxe there than I would the axe. Because if I was to choose one, I'm going to keep the axe. I have to chop down trees and get wood and things of that nature. I have not found any reason to. Did you see how far away that was? Jersey T-shirt, tracksuit. Already got tracksuit. Jersey T-shirt. I guarantee it. You know what? Cut the rags. Alright, so I got a bunch of rags. And here's another little neat thing they have done here. I have a whole bunch of rags, so I can bundle them up. Probably because I have thread as well. If I didn't have the thread, it might not. But I don't see any other use for it. So, and this way I can keep a whole bunch of these rags for bandages. That is key. That is a major key for surviving against any type of attack. Is being able to bandage yourself up and fix things. Oh, see again, because I was on a different screen. Now, I will say that for all of the bandage stuff that I had, it put it all in this bundle, and when I unpack it, then I'll have enough to do whatever I need to do. But again, you saw that I dropped everything because you can't keep what's in your hand while you're crafting or eating or any of that. Yeah, I think I've already done this. I'm going to check. Yeah, I've already done this one. So this is probably all it's going to have is a pitchfork in it. I usually have a pitchfork here, unless somebody's going to snatch it. And these are pins for things. Like I said, I don't know how far this game goes. It's just come out and stopped. And a lot of the details are not available yet. So, hoping I find something to drink in here. I don't want to search for rocks. Get out here. Okay. Good old advance. Okay, there's 25 people in here, but ain't nobody in my area, I guess. No, there's nobody in my area. I'm hoping that somebody's nice enough to join up with me instead of trying to kill me. I really I'm more out to get the man than I am to kill my... Oh, solithols. And a pair of glasses. Ah! Soy sauce is bigger than that? You know what? Just drop that. I have yet to find a use for that either. I am hungry. Okay, I quit. Now I got glasses on. And since I'm wearing them, they're not in my inventory. Interesting. Now I have glasses for when I have glasses. So, gotta find some food because I am hungry. No. No. Search the bathroom. Watch for the toilets. If they have a solid lid, they can be searched. I know that's gross, but hey, you gotta do anything you can do to survive. And if you're a big Fallout player, you know that toilets can hide a lot of stuff. Yellow jersey to match my yellow. No. All right, I got enough bandages and stuff, so that'll do. Search, and as you can see, that has a great distance. I mean, that's way over there in the corner, and I can still search it. To me, that's a bonus. That's not a. It's not a dig at the game. I do enjoy that because that saves your bacon much more than you realize. See, I knew that one was going to be there because these two were tore up. Again, like I said, it's one of my pet peeves about that. High tops. Yes, get rid of those old tennis shoes. Sometimes when you do this with your shoes, like hiking boots or something like that, they'll have pockets as well. But again, pet peeve of mine is definitely that everything is the same. Don't want any happy clothes. Ah, now I gotta make room. No, don't. Pants. Works for me. When it comes down to it, I can always toss the other bandages now, wraps or whatever. I did do that, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm still not sure about the. Again, see, there's the shirt and the pot. Shirt's on the bed downstairs, and the pot's in the kitchen, I assume, somewhere in here. Spices. Well, since I have that, I'm going to put the bundle right there, and I'm going to take in the spices. The spices will help you with your like your sodium intake and things of that nature, which I'm fixing to take care of right now. I'm going to eat some. Now you see how I dropped my pick. I didn't put it in my pack or on my back or any of that stuff. It put it right there. Truthfully, I might get rid of my spear for the pick, because the pick does more damage. And I can make a spear on a drop of a. And that'll keep me from having to keep doing that. Alright, now that I've eaten the spices, oops. Let's take a look at the time. Okay, none of that stuff happened. Did I accidentally pick up some vitamins? Nope. We really could use a better. Ah, there's the pot. A bedroom, but nothing in it. Bathroom. Nothing. Ah. Really had the white one on anyway. Didn't drop anything, so if I can find a pocketed shirt or a work shirt, that'd be good. Thought I heard a chat, but no such luck. Oh, I know that was Steam. It gave me that alert. All right, back downstairs. This whole place has been searched up. All right. Yep. The little hop system is pretty good. You just hold down the jump key while you're running towards it, and it hops right over. Ah, bundle of rope. There's 2 circles of that, so that's not going to do any good. to decide what to get rid of. I don't know any rags, but rope, man, I can use rope left and right. You know what? Let's eat it all, see what happens. It's gonna eat a whole bunch of pepper. After a while, the sound effect also burns up. They need some kind of indicator to tell that you've reached the end of that sound effect. So now I'm just standing there. If you tab out, you can look around just so that you don't have to be vulnerable. Because when you're tabbed in, you can't move. See? So they do that so that nobody can sneak up on you, unless you make the boo-boo of not looking around. Again, I usually close the doors behind me and then leave them open once I walk out, because a zombie will walk into the building, but you won't ever find a zombie in the building. I haven't found one yet. That's number one. Number two, if there's a person that enters the building, okay, a zombie won't open the door and come in, but a person will, and then you're alerted that somebody has come into the building. Keeping the door closed for the puppet zombies it just keeps them from coming in there and getting you or messing your day up. Anyway, again, like I said, the sound effect is gone, and yet I'm still eating pepper. I'm hoping that this brings up some of these red numbers. I might just go ahead and eat them all, and just get them all up, eat up all the spices and drink the soy. And drinking all, the worst thing that can happen is I quench my thirst. My stomach's not full. If your stomach gets too full, you will puke, and then you'll drop down to about 25%. These things have to be absorbed into your system before they'll actually affect these numbers. So once I'm done with it, then it starts to absorb into your body. And then I have no idea why one is yellow and one is blue, like here where it's yellow and blue. No idea whatsoever. And that was it with that. Both of them are just thrown away. They're not on the ground, and they're not in the inventory. So, pardon me. You know what? Just eat it all. I'll spend my time right here for just a few minutes, and like I said, try to get these all up so that this doesn't burn so hot. I'm in the metabolism area because you'll see like sodium's up 105%, carbs, sugar, and the water's down. The water's going to go down because I'm eating a bunch of spices. My fiber is up, my fat's at 58%, so my fiber is fine. My bladder's starting to get full. And you can see as as you're sitting here that the number is going down on the soy sauce, and yet my stomach is filling up. Well, my stomach's filling up because I'm eating spices. This here is now starting to be absorbed into that. So see how this has gone to green to 102%, which is more than I need. So it'll take a while to burn off. Nothing is giving me any more zinc, I don't believe. So these numbers are all going up as these things start to be absorbed into the body. So once this counter went to 100, this one stays at 100 and will count down now as it absorbs into the body. Inventory. Alright, so I've eaten up all the food goods, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. Put some of this stuff in my Mackie pack. Little fanny pack, and good. Now I can continue searching. And again, you don't even have to bother to mouse open the open one. See, they don't have nothing. And see the open box, it has nothing to it. You know that you've searched a place before. If, for example, like here, I'm going to search this one again. It'll simply say, no item found. Or it'll open up whatever you have already had open, but it's at least a good indicator that, you know, you've already searched this area. You don't get that 100%, that percentile gauge. See that this whole thing is one piece, yet it looks like it's two pieces, but it's one. Even big boxes, tarps, can be searched. Whether or not you do search them, you know, or have anything in them, that's a different story. Alrighty, found jumper cables. It does. Jumping on the motor vehicle doesn't need that. I'd rather give that one up. Let me put this 150 in there. Another pet peeve of mine here is you can't split these up so that you can put them all in, you know, in portions. So, like you can't do that. And boom, and you know, you can't join them together. I yet have found any reason to pick up wire so far. Bob wire, yeah, bob wires. Oh, what is this? Matches. Oh, that's the first time I've found matches. I'll put those in my pocket. There's just certain things that I'm just not gonna pick up if they ain't. Let's see, there's a house up there. Somebody's come through here. Oh, did you hear him? Our little friend is back. See? There's our little friend. Like I said, he appears out of nowhere. And he'll follow me around for a few seconds. Cause me to lag. I'm just going to search around. I kind of lost count of where I have been and where I have not. But again, like I said, these doors are normally closed, so I'm assuming somebody's already been through here and taken all the good stuff. I think that might have been me, actually. Yep, that was me. Yeah, that was me. That's back at the hill. I hear it growling. Alright, I hear you, little puppet. Where are you? See, he is, I can hear him, and yet I can't see him. Which is okay, because it sounds like it's in a distance. think I've been in this city before. Or one that looks just like it. And you can hear that low growl. That is a puppet. Ah, found a pharmacy. And since I hear a growling zombie puppet, I'm going in and I'm closing the door. Oh, search the pharmacy. Nothing. Nada. Nothing there either. I don't know how quickly they respawn the stuff in the areas. I really don't. I'm gonna assume very slowly, because everything about this game is extremely difficult, even though it doesn't seem like it. I just haven't had anybody opposing me at the moment. But when you see how hard it is to kill a person with a pickaxe, you'll realize how hard it is. And I don't have, there's no difficulty settings on this. This is the way the game is. It's not like you can, I'm playing Inferno level. No, you're playing, that's it. That's what you're playing. Oh, there's something interesting. The drawers are out on that. Okay. I'll research that. Nope, just didn't. Yeah, somebody has looted the hell out of this town. Oh, what's this? A needle. Okay, that way I can fix my clothes. Yet to figure out how to fix my clothes, but yeah. Truthfully, I change them so often that there's really no point in worrying about it. I'll go right back out the front door. Okay, these are all garages. 9 times out of 10, well, 100% of the time I have a car in them. I've yet to find one that didn't. Piece of metal that I don't need. And you can usually, from time to time, find a toolbox in here, which is what you need to make bullets. I hear you. I need some hydration, and I'm pretty sure there's a well right there. That's another thing. I mean, the hell? Oh, jumped right there and thought my little friend was back. I hear you, buddy. I'm cautiously awaiting your appearance. Okay, his voice is kind of trailed off. So possibly he's gone. Here's something I need badly. Now, see, nobody can sneak up on me. Good, I'm not paying attention. I drank a bunch of water. No, don't do that. Wait till the water's down. So, I know there's a police station in this town. Like I said, when I played before, I think I ran into a town. Ah, there's that little growler. They got a pharmacy, they got a police station. Oh, I got a water pump right here too. I believe it's blue. A blue water pump. Losing frame rates for some reason. This is the police station. Is it not? Some part of it anyway. Keep hitting the E key, which is for Conan Exiles and Ark Online. I hear you growling. If this is a police station, there's one on top of the roof, so it's probably why I keep hearing somebody growl. Dang guns from this place. Aha! Alrighty. Got us a baton. We'll put that in the other pack there. And a pistola. Oh, what would I give up for a pistola? Let's put this knife down for a minute. And there's the pistola. Now, he looks red. Do I need to use this? No, no. Interesting. You know, since I don't know what the use is going to be for that, I'll put that there. Clip, yes. Okay. Don't need that. What will I give up for the clip? Tricks galore. Now that's empty, so it's the reason why a pistol wouldn't be equipped. Now, let me give it one of these pieces of metal to be able to put it. Pistol in my bag, because without that now, put that on there, and I can pull it when I need. No, there's no bullets in it. I still don't have. I need a sledgehammer. Tactical sweater. What? The reason I keep switching this back is to see what the kilos are. Yeah, I'll leave the jacket off. I'm lagging for some reason. let's not do that. Let's close that door. There we go. No zombies today. It's a journal on the ground. I know somebody's been in here. Especially because of that. Yeah, somebody else has been here. Doors are open, places are raided. My luck, there's probably a door open somewhere. Another pistol. I'll need it. Maybe for somebody else. Okay, what's your deathmatch? Trying to survive this stuff first. Oh, you're so mean and growly. Brr. As long as they're making noise, means they haven't found you yet. A lot of batons left. Do I have gloves? I do not. Now I have some gloves. I once came to a police station in one of the other cities, and I had a full tactical backpack. I was dancing a jig, boy. And slots galore. It's like they're taking everything out of these. There's nothing on the floor, so nothing on the floor. Whoever's in here took everything. Since I'm on a new server, I can't say it was me. Tactical sweater. Yes.
Give me a second. My screen's frozen. Let me see if it's my tablet or if it's you.
It's not me. I'm moving slow over here, but it's not frozen up. I'll go on the roof and see if there's any baddies up there. I like the baton full, but I will say, when it comes to combat in this game, It doesn't give you much of an advantage. It swings like a baseball bat. So what's the point, right? I don't know. I need these papers. Give me your papers. Oh, what's this? Meaty snack, spicy, huh? Slim Jim, in other words. What? I can't eat it. Why can't I eat it? I want to eat it. Set this down for a minute. And you still can't eat it. So, hell with you then. I was hungry for the meaty spices. Now, since I can put my gun in my backpack, I don't have to worry about it being in the holster or it falling out while I'm climbing up and down the ladder because my hands are free. I didn't hear that SOB, so I don't remember that. Let's see what we got here. This is where I can pick up some big stones to craft my own big stone axe, but since I already have an axe, I can't like that. Gunpowder and a candle. Oh, there. Oh, must be the police cars that are all burned up. Whoa. Oh. Up on the shelf. Water. Oh, yes, water. Definitely need to take that around with me. So let's see what I can get rid of. Ah, duct tape too. Shoot. What is this? Charcoal for poison? I haven't gotten poisoned yet. Painkillers, antibiotics, aspirin. Oh, it's a small bottle. Okay. I'd really like to have that. Duct tape. I don't know what I use it for, so. The duct tape is so much like the Force, you know. It's got its light side, its dark side, and binds the universe together, so. Ah, more water. Need that water. Yeah, just a plain old kitchen knife, isn't it? Let's go get rid of it. I need that water. And I'll take that 30 to 30 duct tape, since I was so heartbroken about it just a second ago. Come on, I need bullets. Oh, there he is. He saw me. Yeah, you gotta time this right. Oh, I didn't time it right. Yeah, after he swings, you've got to stop popping one. Like that. If it doesn't lag on you. Damn it. Alright. Down he went. Now you see I didn't take very much damage. All of his is hand to hand. Again, it lets you it doesn't lag. Okay. Oh, look at here. We got a combat jacket. Combat boots. You equip the combat boots. Work pants. Okay. So you got to remember, you got to drop things out of your pockets or they will stay in your pockets. Now I got more slots in my pants. And like I said before, if you get stuff like combat boots or military boots, they have pockets. Okay. I'm hungry. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, now I'm pretty sure this is going to take my tracks. Nope. What did it take? Nothing. Okay then. So now I got a combat jacket over all this stuff here. So I put my needle and my matches in there. Alright. I could even carry another pistol if I wanted to, but let's not get greedy. Now, it said I was hungry, right? Now I'm gonna drive home my point. I am not squeamish. And I think that the designers of this game thought maybe people would be squeamish to do this, yet still put it in the game to see if people would do it. I can tell you right now, I'm not squeamish. If I'm hungry and I can't find food, I'm going to chop somebody up. Especially if they're going to attack me, try to eat me. Now, if this was a true zombie, I definitely would not do this, but since it's a puppet. Now, I'm going to go to my metabolism and watch as I eat. Eats the meats, so tasty sweets. No, I'm sick. Okay, need an antibiotic. Now, you see here it says physical injury, phase 1. I'm sick. Okay, so that means I need some of these pills. There you go, some antibiotics. Take an antibiotic, that should have fixed it. You go back. Huh? Okay. Not antibiotic. Let's try the charcoal. Still sick. But a painkiller. Still sick. No good. Try some more antibiotics. Okay. Hopefully. Still says I'm sick. I just don't know from what. Maybe from hunger? I don't know. That's just weird to me. Now you see how my stomach is filling up. Now I'm eating the meat for a reason over the fat. This time anyway. See, I can eat like 3 sets of meat going ahead and offsetting all this. So that right there will be enough for anything I need to do. Oh, I overate. Oopsie. I'll puke all over my food and then I'll eat some more. Now, 2-3 seconds. Boom. I overate. Now it disappeared. I don't know why I'm still sick. But this time I'll eat fat and show you. Now, much longer process to eat the fat. To eat the whale blubber. If anybody can tell me what movie that's from. See, now the sound effect is gone, yet it's still eating. If you had escape or do that, click that, it'll stop. I just wasn't paying attention a while ago when I barfed it all up. Now that should take a while for it to all burn up. My intake is going up, my usage is staying firm, and my usage is more because I'm weighted down more. Keep forgetting they're not individuals. What the? Oh, no. Eat it. Okay, but you see how all of these are up in the 90s and almost in the 50s. You know, there's very few things that are. I have no idea why. Medication. I'll take another charcoal. And take a drink of water. Okay. Oh, there's another guy up there. So what I'm going to do is take out my axe. Actually, I think it doesn't matter. I got a yellow jacket on. It's not like he can't see me. This might not be a good idea with all the laggings going on. Let's see if I can sneak up on his ass. Alright, come on now. Get right up on you now. I'll jump up and pop you in the head. Another pet peeve. Why can't I attack while crouched? It doesn't make much sense to me. Yeah, I knocked you down. Oh, didn't time that one right. Didn't time that one right. If you notice, about 1 or 2 hits with the axe, and they're pretty much toast. There's one thing I am going to try here. Hold on a minute. Since I have this. Yeah, patch wounds. Okay. That's why I'm still sick. It's a physical injury, phase 1 sick. And I didn't bandage my wounds. So now it's treated. And we're ready to go. Now, I don't see he has anything I want. Being nighttime is making this a little more difficult. I'm looking for a toolbox so I can make some bullets for my gun. Now, another little tip is, like before you saw me lagging and having trouble with the lag. If you just keep pushing the direction you're pushing, when the lag jumps back, you'll be fine. I could really use a toolbox. There's one just laying there, so. Oh, look there, chow mein. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't have to eat no human fat or meats. Car didn't have anything, did it? No. Alright. Because now I'm looking for something specific. Might take a little time to do what needs to be done. Garage. course, now that I need the toolbox, you're not going to find a toolbox around here. Okay, green hat. Just what I want. Nope. It's a piece of metal, but it didn't show. Now it's showing up. Guess now I'm close enough for it to show up. And you see, I'm just kind of jawing. I'm not, because I know I'm listening for the monsters, the puppets. Always pick up the water bottles, guys. Always pick up the water bottle. Even if you drink them right that second, pick them up anyway. I don't know how to refill them, but they are worth every second. You don't want to be caught anywhere without any types of hydration. It will screw you up. And I'll tell you, the best puppet zombies to knock off are the ones near military bases. They drop the best goodies. Excuse the background noise if you hear it. I have 3 kids and a wife, so you know that this house is not quiet. It's not in the least going to be quiet. Look at there, there's a pickaxe right on top of there. Stop doing that. You will hear me curse on here, so from time to time, because I know how software works, and it's frustrating when it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Okay, yeah, I've been here before. On another server. I think I mean, this is the thing. I was not in B3 when I came up on this thing. I was, where was I? I was down at B1, almost at the bottom there, on that yellow road. And I will say that Air Force Base, like B2 and B1, that long strip of highway there, whatever you see there, don't go there. I have yet to, I mean, I found some military stuff, sure. I found a flak jacket and a Kevlar helmet, but I really didn't find anything worth anything. There is, hold on, I think I hear. Yep. I popped you in the jaw for your trouble, didn't I? I'm going to hack you up. Oop. Ah, crap. Really? Oh, really? Yeah, it's going to lay on me. Let's go out of combat mode. Run, run, run. We'll say that the puppet zombies are not bright and they're not fast. So you can outrun. Got to be in combat mode to attack. Damn it! The lag on this axe is retarded. guys are not going to hit me. This is when I wish I had that gun running. Get the hell away from him. And I think they will chase you until you die. So, best thing to do is find fences. This is some bull puck E. Are you kidding me? Now I can't get away. What the? Glitchy son of a... Well, now I'm gonna die. Yeah, kill that guy. Okay, here's another thing I don't like about this. Do, but I don't. Alright, for 25 points, I get random. I think that should be free. I think that's a joke. That's just too much. Alright, so that means I'll have 3 points left over. I get to choose my sector at 50 points and at 75 points, to shelter, and 100 on your squad mate. Now, that's the thing. Like, random, watch what happens when I click random. Alright? Because that's my only option. That's why I think it should be free and everything should be knocked down just a little bit. Alright? Now I've got my 3 points back. And where am I? I'm way up D2. Now I was way down in the middle left hand. Y'all saw where I was beforehand. Now I'm way up at the top of the map. Again, that's something else that really bothers me. Unless, like I said, that your body actually gets back up and now it's an opponent against somebody else. Then I'd be like, okay, that's great. But they don't show you that. They don't tell you that. So it becomes annoying. It doesn't become a funny, well, my body was left behind and I got all his goodies. Somebody's going to take a butt whooping. So it's like, if they would let people know, yes, as soon as your body drops dead, it gets back up as an NPC. And then it's funny. And you're like, well, not a big deal off my back. But if it's not doing that, then all it is just an agitation. Because you threw me way up here for what? I get if you threw me up here to avoid me from attacking my own body. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, so this direction is another city, I guess you want to call it. It's not really a city. I haven't seen any city-like qualities to any of these little village areas. I mean, I understand they were supposed to, the basic storyline is they bought an island and evacuated everybody that would evacuate and ended up killing everybody else for their troubles to become these zombie things. Oh, okay, right here. All right. So, okay. One. Again, I get that this is a reboot of your character and blah blah blah. There we go. A couple of rocks. But again, like I said, that's the one agitation that I do. Another thing that I don't really like is the fact that it seems like that there's really no intro. There should be an intro, whether it be just hand drawings or something to tell you what's going on. I mean, you've seen everything I did, other than uh, where you log into the multiplayer or the single player or whatever. You've seen everything I've seen. And I can tell you right now that I would like to have an announcer. Just have somebody being silly, saying, "Oh, no, our next victim is, come on down." I mean, they did that. This is very reminiscent to Running Man and what's that one with Stone Cold Steve Austin? The Condemned. I think that's what it was, where they threw a whole bunch of convicts on the island and said whoever kills everybody uh, is the winner, and they get their sentence, uh, revoked or whatever. It's just one of those things. Uh, they get a full pardon. That's what I'm trying to say. Uh, that's very reminiscent. And this one here, if you can escape the island, which they don't really give you even a, hey, if you do this, you're going to escape the island. Nothing, it would be very funny if they did something like Running Man, where they had an announcement like Damien, this game show host guy, and it gets to be, he announces, I hear somebody. Well, supposedly I'm right up on this thing. I just think that would be entertaining. Have a good intro. You definitely raise up the price for that kind of thing. If I was this company, I would definitely put that on stream that this is still early access, and work on it for about another year to add things like that. I mean, that's basically like Conan Exile did. They did this kind of thing for over a year, getting it polished up before announcing, hey, this game is going live. And I think it was only like $20. I think it cost us $20 to get on there. Which, if this becomes a regular thing, you'll see me and my wife play Conan Exiles. I will say I like the crafting system much better on Conan Exile, but like I said, I haven't been on this one long enough to formulate a good opinion about it yet. So far, it's fun. For $20, it's definitely worth it. I do believe it's because the lag is because of the time of night it is. The only internet we have up here is cable, and you have to share it from everybody else, and only one company can take care of us, and it's a joke. I definitely would rather be on a different internet service. And my little friend is showing up again. There he is behind me. I'm going to do something silly. Oh, okay, put that in my pocket. Alright, well, we won't do that. Last time, yes, I see you, my friend. What's that? That doesn't look like a normal building. I'll check that one out. I can't do anything without some clothes. Is that a grenade? Why, yes it is. Can I take that grenade? No, I cannot. But I know that grenade's there, so I will leave it there. Somebody left an SOB grenade. You know what? That is worth more to me than this axe head. I'm gonna put that right there. And I'm gonna put it in 10. Now I'll pop a grenade on somebody if I get too jammed up again. I guarantee you right now I'm not gonna take another butt whooping. Now that I know I've got a grenade. Let's go to that weird building. If you don't full on run, it won't burn up your stamina nowhere near as much. That's why I'm not like just bolting everywhere I go. It keeps my stamina at 100%, and I don't have to worry about if a zombie puppet comes up and slaps me in the head. I can, hey, got enough stamina to fight you off, buddy. I just busted all the windows out of there. Uncle Pong's rice, huh? What's this? This is a little candy bar. Ooh. Forgot about that. Okay, so we got rice. Now, that is a candy bar. So let's eat it all. Now you gotta understand, most of my numbers have they stay the same when you die. But I'm still having problems with some of them. So I'm going to eat all the dish of rice. For the main reason I'm going to eat all the rice is because, for one, I got an empty stomach. And as the stomach empties, it raises these up. See, I'm already over my intake now. I'm finally getting up enough to do that. My bladder is almost full. Me personally, I don't see any point in the bladder thing until it says, you gotta go pee-pee. Alright. I can look around a little bit, so see if there's anything. And he's just eating the rice. That's something else. I wish they would go ahead and fix up the thing where you can, so you can go ahead and make your character the way you want. Oh, really cool. Thank you very much. My hydration's down, so let's take a single drink. Okay, next time I see something like this, I'll understand that it's a type of convenience store. And then again, see, I have not found, I've found convenience stores before, but I haven't found like full-on grocery. This is not like Americanized capitalism here. This is like a third world country type of goodies that you find around here. They say that they have supply planes that drop goodies randomly. I have yet to see it, yet to hear it. when our little friend popped up the first time, I thought that's what it was when I was looking for it. You have to be aware, though, that they do these cargo drops, and they booby trap some of them. Just a few, or so they say. I don't have yet to experience that yet. This place is emptied out. Oh, thunderstorm coming. That's just great. Bathroom. Guess it's a good time to show y'all urination. You hold the tab button, hit the potty, and then you can urinate, you can poo, or you can throw up. And now I am not good enough in my medical yet to treat or diagnose. I have no actions, no saying, no taunts. When you urinate, the funny thing, if you look down, his urine's coming out of his fingers because there's nothing there. And just to show you the other one, which is highly gross, but, whatever. Go ahead and get it over with. So that I can't scroll back far enough. He actually is taking a poop. I find funny is he wipes his butt and then he sniffs his hand. Gross, dude. And he, sniffy, yeah. And then he waves his hand. But if you look back, there's actually a. I must have hit the toilet a little bit. There's poo on it. But it'll actually be feces. Well, at least now you can wash your hand, buddy. Oh, did I get in this one? Yes, I did. Now, is that where I think it is? I've been here before, and then, okay, that's that place. It's stupid. This is supposed to be a big place. See how big it is on here? But it ain't. I can almost tell you right now, you're looking at it, it's not very big. My whole town is bigger than this. Just a few buildings. See if we can find a police station. And again, like I said before, that's one of my pet peeves in this is that they release this game. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is not a free access or early access game. It is literally supposed to be finished product, and I don't see it because everything is repetitive. If you've been watching closely, dang it. Yep, out of nowhere, right? And now, why would you use a spear like a baseball bat? Another pet peeve of mine, that the weapons are not used the way they're supposed to be. Oh, this is boo. Damn it. Go, go, go. Who's this? Hi. You had a good game and I am French and I would like to play with you. I don't speak English. Can you follow me and we'll be able to add to your page? I am new to all this, so I'll have to ask my technical advisor. But I will say this, that I'm starting to lag and I'm going to have to stop this game. It's not letting me fight or anything. Are you the only one left following me? That's something else I really don't like. Come on. Why didn't you swing? Don't put it down. Just gonna box you. I can't box good. It's stamina food. You see how these guys are almost impossible to fight, especially with a lag. If I knock you hell out. Rush, I'll have to ask the person who set me up on this on how to do that. But as soon as I can, I will. Rag shoe. Wow. I need to cut the rags. Huh. Okay, let's not be hurt. Injury phase 2 sick yet. I can't use the bandages to. It's all good in craft. Maria! And since I'm hungry, I guess I'll chop him up. Looks like I've got an injured arm and my chest has been hit. I'll tell you right now, because I have the red around my health, I will die.
Yeah.
I need 2 things from you.
Yeah.
First one is in the back. Number 2, read that.
Okay. All I can say is remember, before you log off, they get his name.
It's right there.
I mean, put it in Twitch. They'll say, hey, adding, I don't know, how to play together or any of that stuff. There might be a language barrier.
Doesn't you put an ad on his page? I don't understand that.
Well, I don't know. I know you can follow him, and it tells you who follows who. I don't know. I'd have to go to his page and find out. I'm in the middle of a random. Oh my game.
Are you streaming too?
No, I'm not.
Wow. I'm probably going to be on here another 15 minutes at it for a 2 hours streaming system. Well,
Yeah.
2.5.
Like I said, we'll just look his name up and add him. And look at his Twitch page and all that.
Okay. I almost forgot. It's tasty meats. I'm gonna eat some meat. Okay, that was quite a bit, so Russia style, I'm not trying to dodge you. Like I said, this is very new to me, and my wife's the one that talked me into doing it. So I don't know much about it. I usually research things a good month before I do anything. But she had already done it and said she could set it up. So I'm, oh, drop dead. and you see what I'm talking about now. I'm being revived. I'll be revived halfway across the map again. And now I'm going to be at -6 fame. So I have to make up 6 more fame before I even get to 0. And 25 is just, to me, just seems a little too high. If the developers want my opinion on it, I think you should do it in tens, 10, 20, 40, 80, 100. Be a little easier. But just my opinion. That and a cup of coffee, and you've got a cup of coffee. I don't know where I am now. Now where am I? Whoa, it didn't move me as far. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe the more you die, the more they want you to avoid your bodies. So I got one down in D3, and I got one in D1. So they put me in D3 to keep me from bumping into those two. Possible. But here in about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to jump off here. It'll be a 2.5 hour stream tonight. I'll probably do it again tomorrow night, probably about the same time. Let's go ahead and run. I don't have anything bogging me down. This is a gas station. So what do we have here? Don't have any growlers. That's what I'm going to call them from now on, because it's basically all they do is they growl and swat at you all day. And they won't let you off the hook either. Oh, orange juice. Put that in my pockets. I actually got some good goodies here. It'd be better if I had a backpack or something of that nature, but I'm not even bothered with that. Nails, one of that. Oh, it says my hydro's screwed up. Just together. Okay, see now this one has a lid that's closed up so you can, not the door dip, and so you can search this. So there's a bottle of soda in there. Fine, so we'll drink all of that. I'll pull this down because there wasn't much in the orange bottle. Oh, it's a big bottle. Dadgummit. Means that I cannot put it in my stuff until I get a pair of clothes at something else. It's another lime soda. Alright. I wonder. Ah, okay. Holding down your left click button, you can throw things. Well, you learn something new every day. Damn. Uh-huh. Big fella. Oh, you can hit me too, but it's okay. Damn. If you go lower, it kicks instead of punches. Can't really do much with that. Man, he's just gonna throw it all out there anyway. Now, these zombie critters are pretty smart. He is now moving over here to the back end of this place. It's interesting you can open the doors but not the windows. Yeah. Man, there's so much stuff here. Don't think I can open it though. Guess you can. Usually you can't open a can without a can opener. See, like this one, it's a can of corn. You can't open it without a can opener. Now if I could kill this big fat bogey. Take his clothes and eat his meat. I made him run around to the back. He didn't sense me go to the front. What a lime soda. Okay, we got food galore over here. Black olives, some canned corn. I may call it quits right here. Other place had a jacket right there. But as you can tell, this is exactly, it's almost hard to tell one from the other, and that's where it's starting to get confusing. Let's give this a shot before I call it done. Where's that fat buggy? There he is. Now he's lost track of me. That's good for me, bad for him. Crafting. in my hands for right now. Cut some of this foliage. Since I'm nowhere near. Small's not going to help me. Need bigger. I need one long piece, please. There. Now I'm going to do something I did last time. Take off my shirt. I won't take off my shirt yet, but take this inmate thing off. That's something else too. You got to realize you need to get out of those clothes as quickly as possible because it identifies you as somebody who's new, and the growlers will can see that orange. They can see it real well. Now it's interesting that they have an undershirt that doesn't do anything for you, but they have this undershirt and it's can't cut it up into rags, can't do anything like that. If they were to follow the Conan example, then why did I cut my shirt up for? It's going to make some rope to do something. Oh, I thought I needed rope for that. I didn't, but oh well. I'll make some rope just so I can have it for one of these other things. Oh, I need the thread. I need some rubber. I need scrap metal. I'm going to make me that metal sword out here. So, put that here. This in my hand. And craft me some rope. Now that I'm armed, I'm going to kill that guy because he's the only one around here, and then I can search to my heart's content. Now, according to my stats, I'm supposed to be really good with my melee weapon. And I will show you this. Let's see. My melee weapon is already half filled and half filled again. I do believe that's how that works. I'm not sure. And there he is. He's going to run right up into that stick. That's a good swing, buddy. Now, why it doesn't let me swing my stick? See, I'm clicking the button. And from time to time, it'll just stop. My stamina is fine, so I don't understand why it does that. Equip. Equip. Don't do that yet. Now, because these are different pants. There. Blue jeans have more. Since he wasn't the only one there, there's another guy behind the gas station. I'm going to bundle these up. it. And patch up my wounds. There's another one right over there. Saw him and heard him growling. Now, you know what? I don't think I will this time. I think I'm just going to go in here and grab the food I need. Oh, wait a minute. I can't eat the food I need because put all the wraps up there. Oh, it's too big for that. Oh, then put it back. Now we'll come back for you in a little bit. Let's speed up a little bit. Water. See, there's one way out there. Why is water? Oh, it's because there's a river. Interesting. Is that on the map? Why? Yes, it is. Okay, according to this, there's something on down the road that way. And I'm going to have to check it out because I have yet to find... What am I doing? I'm so stupid. Uncraft that. Craft. What do I need now? Scissors. Thread. No scissors and thread. So what's the problem? Why can I not build that? See, this is another thing. It's like, okay, it's not telling me why I can't build it. Still can't build it. Showing you all the things that you can use to. But it's still not telling me why I can't craft it. Got 8. Might need a needle for that, I don't know. Let me give it a try here. Oh, it's in my hand. Isn't it? There's something in my hand. It's in my hand. Whatever. I guess it was the rope. A thread, but no needle, most likely. I just didn't have all the stuff. What that might have been. And since you can change some of the things that you need, it seems like it's a good thing. Okay, so now, quit that. Now that way pack stuff. Yeah. Now I can gather up the food I need. Soda can. We need the bottle. Need to hydrate as much as possible. Oh, that's not what was in there. That is not what was in there. That's okay. There's all the food goodies from here. I'll go up here and read this street sign and see how that goes. Babino. That sounds Italian. There's another guy out there. It says there should be something here. Okay, that is where it just came from. And this is not very big over here. So I'm going to go this way. Sun's peeking over the hill. You can see it glowing on the rocks and stuff. I'm going to go up here and see if we can pick up a bit over there. Surprising there was a gas station and didn't have any toolboxes. Huh? Oh, I did not see that. Let's examine some of this other stuff, I suppose. Nada. Quit those gloves. No toolbox. Poop. Oh. Time to move on. I have noticed that your stamina doesn't go down as fast when you're on the road. It just seems to last longer. Maybe it's just me. That's what it seems like. I also like the fact you can keep moving while you got your map up. Where does this go? To Brava. Brava. Brava's not where I want to go. I'll lay down. I better not. It's 3. Usually about 4 to 5. Why did it hesitate? Yeah, about 6, huh? sweatpants, track suit top. Let's see. All right. Well, I put on a tracksuit top, so we're good. I put that under my jacket. Seems like everything else is just boo-boo. Patch my wounds. Makes a little noise when, and right there it'll tell you it's patching its wounds. And treat it. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let's check out. Oh, wooden sword with a metal spear. Okay. Oh, can you do with some of those? You can do with a rope or that. Okay. Long wooden stick. I have that. You can do it with a knife or a hatchet. What the hell is that? A katana. Yeah. Bushman. I got that all set up like that. Just don't have a long stick right now. Oh, he's got some nasty clothes on. I like dirt. At least mine were clean. Grab the rope. You can't check the other stuff while you wait. So. I got a rope. Crafting. So another rope. I just need the long stick and. Still alive. Oh. Where is my knife? Okay, so look around. I'm going to build this spear, and that's going to be the end of the night. If I can ever find some. I don't know how I lost my knife. Maybe I accidentally threw it or something. I don't know. Alright. This here says no spear. Says I have everything in there. It won't let me. Oh, I don't have everything. I left that thing on the ground. That's what I was talking about. I built the thing. And then lost it. We're not. Build another one, stupid. Luckily, they're easy to create. 2 rocks. All right, this time, let's pick it up, shall we? Let's give this a try. I can now do that, huh? Great. Alrighty then. Interesting. Now, see, that's they need to. Why would you swing a spear like that? You have a pointy end. I get that you could do this. Damn it! I just threw it away, didn't I? Oh, right there, grab this. Not doing that again. I gotta get to my way. Let's cross it. I have to go this way. Well, that's a curiosity question I guess everybody needs to know. Can you jump into the water and not drown? Well, I guess so if it's only waist deep. It's a good way to avoid these growlers. Okay, I don't have any problem. Well then, my stamina's low and I am lagging. That stinks. Another reason for the lag, I think my son is on the internet as well. When my kids get on the internet, I don't get no speed. Tear through these trees as close as I can. According to this, it's over here. I should have seen that. I think it's interesting. I can make a metal spear and things of that nature, and yet I can't make a bow and arrow. Oh, this looks military. Yep. You hear that? That's danger, Will Robinson, right there. You have to sneak by those robots, but I will show you what one looks like before the game is over for me tonight. Before I log out. See if you can shoot me in the head for my troubles. The main gate is usually where they guard. Kind of listen for the footsteps. So he's shooting at me. A little red light following me. See, it's a little walker. Walking away. And here is the goodest place as any to stop. I'm up at the top ends, and I have found that most of these that are dead ends are military outposts of some sort. Robots are guarding them. I think there's only one place that I know of that didn't have any robots. It had a whole bunch of gates and things like that, but didn't have any robots, and I just cannot remember where it was. And B3, where you see the red line, that's a railroad track. That's a port entry there. That's dangerous as hell. Along with the airport one, that's pretty dangerous. Like I said, I can't for the life of me remember where the one was where it was a whole bunch. It was a safe zone, which was really strange, but I couldn't tell you where it's at. All right, well, that's it for me tonight, and hope you enjoyed the game and me jabbering through it. I hope you all have a good evening, and good night.